Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for tuning in, for having another interesting person on another really cool interview. And I've got the one, the only Mr. Pakkmann. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Wonderful. All right, guys, for those that may not know, he is an up and coming streamer, and I had the pleasure of meeting this gentleman in the real world. He's here in Las Vegas, and we kind of chopped it up for, had to be less than 2 minutes, dude. It was like less than 2 minutes of our interaction.
Yeah.
And got a chance to see some of your streaming, and we'll dive into that in a moment, and kind of working with you a little bit as a streamer, which has been pretty fun. um so without further ado, go ahead and introduce yourself, and we'll go from there.
My name is Gabe. I'm 27. I'm from the East Coast. I'm now living in Vegas. Um, just trying to go to school and stream.
Okay, so you're not from here. See, I thought you were from here, so tell me a little bit about where you're actually from, like, and then what brought you to Vegas.
So I'm from Raleigh originally, and then the military moved me around a lot. I ended up having a kid who lives in Vegas now, so I ended up coming out here to be a part of her life.
Oh, nice. Okay, military. What branch?
Army.
Hey, huh? Hey, it's kind of weird. We got a lot in common. And well, hold up. Okay, where were
You
you
was Army?
stationed? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. It's not
Uh,
about me right now. Don't worry about me. Let's worry about you. Where were you stationed?
I was stationed in Carson, but my AIT was at Fort Sill. AIT
Fort
at
Sill,
Sill.
Oklahoma, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes,
All right,
sir.
I'm gonna throw it in a little bit. That was my basic. Fort Sill was my
That was
basic.
you went to basic there. So what was your MOS? Was it field artillery?
Um,
Huh?
Without going in too much, let's just say demo and cleanup.
Okay,
Let's
okay.
just go with that, demo and cleanup. So, what made you want to join the Army, and how long were you in there? And again, thank you for your service, by the way.
Oh, of course. Thank you. I went to the Army. I was in college already, but then I wanted to explore. Like, I just didn't want to be stuck in the same spot, and I was kind of like getting claustrophobic. So and my whole family's like military, dad, mom, grandparents. I got uncles and aunts. So like they were all Army too. So that made me want, of course, to try what they tried. And it was fun, but I just wasn't really for me. So I did my contract, got out honorably, and then I used it to go back to school, what I originally wanted to do. And that's where I'm at right now.
So, what is it that you went to school for? What's your passion with that education?
Um, a long time ago, it was architecture. I wanted to be an architect, but now I'm in IT. I've got an associate's degree in IT, and I'm trying to get another degree in education and maybe be a teacher for IT.
Okay. With the youth or more of adults that you want to teach?
Middle school area to high school.
Okay, so
That's where I want to start.
you want them young, that young impressionable minds to get them where they need to go, huh?
Yes, sir. That's
Nice.
where I'm probably going to be at when my daughter finally gets there and I finally actually become a teacher. That's probably around the age she'll be. So try
Oh,
to
we
time
got
it nice.
goals. Look at you. Okay, okay. Um, let's kind of talk about your daughter a little bit. Is would you say that she's a huge inspiration to the things that you do? The motivation.
Absolutely.
I noticed you said you moved out here to Vegas. Was she the reason you moved out here? Like
So,
let's talk about that a little bit without going into too much detail. Just want to
of
know a
course.
little bit about that aspect.
Yeah, she was the light at the end of a tunnel, long story short. So like when I finally realized she was the light, I went all over, or I went like 100%. I needed to get right and get my life right for her. So that's what really did it. And then I came out here. I went to LA first, lived in LA for a while. I wanted to always live in LA. So that wasn't, I wanted to go to UCLA when I was younger as well. So that was kind of like a goal as well, but I was still too far from her. So I went to Vegas.
Right. Okay. Um. So let's dive into a little bit of you a little bit. Like, did you play sports growing up? Do you still play sports?
Yes, sir. I played most of them. Played baseball, basketball, football. Basketball was my main growing up, and then when I got to high school, I played football. I played semi-pro in Colorado when I was in the army. I played for a
Okay.
semi-pro team for a couple of years, so I got to play, all over. Get to
Okay.
try, see what people are like everywhere. They play ball different. So it's fun.
What's the most coolest place that you played ball at?
LA, easily.
LA? What made
Going to the sand,
What made LA like the business?
man, it's just a vibe. It's like it's either LA or Miami. I love beaches. That's a big thing with me. So I love beaches. So playing on the sand, playing football on the sand, love football, love beaches. Didn't get any better than that.
Okay. All right. Do you play? So before we go into this, talk about you as a person on Twitch. Were you always a gamer? Like, did you always play consoles? Did you always play games like that, like Game Boys, PlayStations? Have you always been someone who gamed?
Yes, I've started on Nintendo 64 back when I was like 4 or 5 years old, playing Donkey Kong, Mario Kart, um, with my older sisters. So that was like what got me into it. And when I got my own console, the original Xbox, the big black one,
Oh,
that was
okay,
that's what got me into it, man. I started playing Halo 2 and Halo 3. That was like my go to.
okay. So first person shooters is kind of like the thing.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry to call you sir, but I know you probably don't want to hear that.
Hey, you're fine. Don't worry about that. I will make fun of you later down the line. Like, you remember that time you called me sir? No, you're fine, my man.
Makes
You're
you feel.
fine.
I know people don't like, but yeah, yeah. First person shooters is kind of what got me. And zombies playing Black Ops, stuff like that. Those were my go to.
Okay.
I wasn't really a fighter.
All right. What was the best game to date before you started streaming? What's like the best game you've ever played that secretly you still play to this day, but you don't stream it?
One of them has to be Pokemon.
Wait,
If
why do
it's
you
a
not?
secret,
Wait. Hold on.
it's a
Sit back for a second.
Pokemon.
Wait, hold on. You're kind of leaning off the camera. Do me a favor. Sit back for me.
Well.
Yeah. Let's cinch yourself because you didn't seem proud about that. Like, how are you not proud to play one of the most iconic games that
I just
every human on this planet knows? They can at least name 10 Pokemon and not even know what gen they are. How could you say that with such sadness?
I just know how it looks, man. When you
No,
see
it
a grown
don't.
man, I
Okay,
don't know.
first off,
I feel like people look at it as a childish game, or a childish show.
really?
So
Really?
that's what I don't know. Maybe it's just like a insecurity thing or something.
Nah, be proud. Look, okay, all right. Fuck it. We're talking about it. Favorite Pokemon character in the game. Favorite Pokemon. Who's your Pokemon that you liked so much
uh,
that I'm sure at some point you bought something with it on it? What was it?
mm, it have to be Blastoise. Probably
Blastoise.
Blastoise.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that's my
That was
favorite Pokemon.
who's the worst Pokemon?
No man.
Yeah, you're just like why?
Bidoof.
Whoa, I
I used
love
to hate
Bidoof.
Bidoof.
I love
Bidoof.
Bidoof. It's just a
I
funny
used to
name,
hate
Bidoof.
running into them around in the grass, man. They just used to annoy me every time I tried to do something.
Did you ever play Pokemon Go?
No, not really. I didn't
Okay.
walk around much, so
Okay. Vegas has great spots for it, by the way. Matter of fact, right around the corner at the park, they do Pokemon Go tournaments all the time. So letting you know it's a big
I
thing,
thought
my
you had to
guy.
like walk around the city and stuff.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I guess they made the park that's near my house a hot zone apparently. So usually they hold tournaments there. But yeah,
that's
never be
cool.
embarrassed about the stuff you like. Okay, Pokemon is a
For sure,
great
for
thing.
sure.
Look, if you would have said something, okay, if you would have said something crazy like I like Sailor Moon. If you were like Sailor Moon's my ish, I would look at you like I like Sailor Moon too. What's wrong with that? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't
I
be
get you.
embarrassed about some
For
shit
sure,
that
for
makes
sure.
you. Why am I educating you on your interview? Let me retract and I'm gonna come back. All right,
Nah,
let's
yeah,
dive
my
in. Let's
fault,
let's
man.
dive into some nerdy stuff about you. All right, what's like your go-to anime? You gotta like anime, right?
One Piece, One Piece, One Piece, Goat Piece.
All right, One Piece. Now, good, because we're gonna go into that as well because of your theme that you're running, that you're doing with your branding. And again, I'm just holding your Twitch thing back. I want people to get to know you a little bit. Um, so One Piece. What is it about One Piece that you like? Like, do you own the manga? I'm pretty sure you're pretty much almost caught up with all the episodes that are available because I know it's an ongoing series. Um,
Hey, one's
what is it
coming out
about?
in a
What
couple
is it
hours.
about One Piece that really draws you to it?
Um, the adventure.
Okay,
It's like I'm going on the adventure with Luffy from day one when he popped out the barrel, and he just ever since then he just wanted to be free. In a world where everybody's oppressed, he's like a beacon of freedom.
right.
So it's
Okay,
cool. It's cool to watch him go and liberate all the different islands and just spread his joy. That's probably the lore about it. That's my favorite part.
okay. And so you've watched it from day one. The moment you've been on it, you just stay on top of the series, and you pretty much know the characters if someone said their names, and you kind of know all that good stuff, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so let me ask you this. On your worst day, your lowest of lows, which character resonates for that moment from the series? Who would best represent when you're at your lowest point in life? Which character of One Piece best represents that?
What's point?
I'm so yeah.
Um. Well, it'd probably be Zoro
Okay,
because
why is that? What is it about Zoro that you could relate to when you're at this low point?
whenever he's like feels like he's not strong enough or feels like he's not there yet, it just motivates him that much more. But like he first goes through that like angry stage where he's mad at himself and he's like, I can feel that. I can relate to that. I get mad and I realize I got to do better. And that's how he is. He actually understands it. So like I would say him.
Okay. From start to finish, you've watched something and you've ended the whole entire thing, like 26 episodes of something. What was the worst anime you ever watched?
Worst anime. Hmm.
No judgment here, okay? No judgment here. I'm not gonna be like, you're wrong. No judgment, okay?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't like Code Geass. I don't want to say it's the worst anime though, because I've seen most of the animes I've seen are like really good. I've seen like 20 animes or so, and they're all good to me. So like, but if I had to say out of those animes that I've seen, which was the worst, probably Code Geass.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. And what was it that made it at the bottom of your list?
I just didn't like one how fast it was, and two like I didn't like they use like these crazy powers with mechs and stuff. Like I didn't really.
Okay,
It's not the mechs itself, but it's just like the style that they were going about, and the fights weren't really fights.
okay.
It's more like chess. But it's cool though. It's like I'm gonna finish it soon. I watched half of
No,
it.
you're not. You're not gonna finish it. You're not.
I
Let's be
gotta
real.
finish
You're
it.
not interested, so let's not finish it. It's perfectly fine.
I gotta
What
know
is
how it ends.
oh, you could just Google search real quick. You good, you good.
You're right. I could.
What's the grossest color in your opinion?
Mm, like green.
Everyone usually goes to the poop color spectrum. All right, poop
Like
green.
green,
Okay.
yeah, like because my favorite color is green, and I really don't like the wrong color green. Like it's just disgusting.
That's the off-putting one, huh?
Yeah, I need the
Okay.
right green.
Okay. All right, now we're gonna switch gears a little bit, right? We're just having a little fun, gotta get to know you a little bit. Now let's talk about this twitching that you do. So let's start off from the top. How did you come up with your name?
Um, cycling through a bunch of different ideas. Or I was just like brainstorming, and then somebody was like, "What do you love?" And I was like, went down the list of that, and weed was one of them. So I was smoking at the time too, and I was just like Pac-Man. But then I couldn't be. It wasn't because of the original Pac-Man either. It was just because of the pack, you know. And then I was like Pac-Man was, so it kind of went together. Then I used the K's instead. So
Okay, nice. Now I noticed that you're doing this branding thing, and I noticed your icon on your Twitch channel. It's almost like a One Piece character. Are you going with a One Piece sort of motif theme?
yes, I'm going to make myself and make him a pirate.
Oh,
So
nice.
that'll be my next brand, or my next image for my brand.
I like it. I like it. Um, so on your channel, what games do you play? What category are you in?
Um, I play PvPvE games right now. So like looter shooters, Tarkov. I've been playing some new betas that just dropped. Arena Breakout. I play mostly first person shooters, but any type of shooting game normally, or maybe sports games. Those are the
Okay.
two I go for.
On your channel, do you ever play with like your community, or is it kind of just like you're not like on the live aspect of it playing other challengers, you're just playing it? Or do you do more of the anyone challenges, come join my team, hit me in the lobby? Do you do stuff like that?
Um, yeah, I had a couple dudes who hit me up over the last couple streams that were like, "Can I play?" And I was just like, "Yeah, join up." So if you're on the game and want to run, definitely. I'm always open to run with players.
Do you have like your own team that you usually normally play with, like your core friends that are online? Do you have a few of those people that you always can rely on to always team up?
Not for my shooters, but they play other games like Madden and Call of Duty, maybe. Like Rocket League. We link up to play all types of games, and we have a public Discord that we invite anybody to who wants to play any type of game as well. So we have like different channels for everybody who wants to play with game.
So for this core group of the friends that you do play with all the time, did you meet them online or do you know them in real life?
They're actually the same group of friends I've been with since I was a kid.
Oh wow, childhood friends, huh?
They're all getting PCs now.
Look at you over here trend setting, my friend. Okay. Now, what do you see yourself like what's the goal or what is it that you're trying to accomplish as an up and coming streamer?
Well,
And I'm not talking about the obvious. Everyone wants to be famous. Everyone wants to make money. Like we want to talk about like what is it
yeah.
that would separate you from other people? Like why should anyone watch you? What's that goal? That's what I want to know.
Well, my main thing is vibes. I'm just a chill dude. You know, I like to have fun, hang out with like-minded folks. You know, talk to them, chat with them, just have a good time. So that'd be the main thing for me if you're gonna watch my stream, because I play any game really. That's my thing. Like, I'll play any game once, no matter what it is. I was just playing Magic the other day for like 3 hours. Just tried it, the Magic the Gathering game.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So we
just
went
tried
from Pokemon to Magic now.
it.
See, look at you. You out
see,
here doing it.
see, man. Yeah, I'll try any game once. If it's fun, I'll play it. And if people have like recommendations and stuff, they can leave them as well.
Have you done any horror games yet?
I played one in VR, bro, and I don't know if I can do that again.
Was
That
it that?
was
What was the game?
man. I played. I don't even remember. All I know is it was like we were playing on the Oculus, and it was like a lady with like long black hair and stuff, and she was like standing in the corner. And I walked in the room, and I just like turned around, turned back around, she was gone, type deal. And like you're in the
Oh,
VR, so like you turn around and you like look over your shoulder, and she's gone for real. So it's crazy, bro. It was crazy.
oh man. I haven't done like so me, I don't game, so I like the horror games. I like how they're
Yeah,
creative. So that's why I wanted to know.
I played them
Um
on PlayStation and it wasn't bad. But in VR, bro, it's just like it's almost too realistic.
And it got you, huh?
Yeah.
Wait till you have to put on that bodysuit wearing one of those VR suits and the little like run around treadmill looking thing, and you got to
Oh
play something
man,
like that.
I'd love to do that. I'd
And you
love to
know
do
the
it.
suit's got like heat sensors, so if something touches
Yeah.
you and runs across you, and
Haptic suits.
yeah,
Yeah.
no thank you, no thank. I mean, I'd do it, but no
Yeah, of
thank you.
course. So, like, I love to have a little fun with it, but like I don't know, it's got to be something reasonable.
What was the worst game you ever played live that you were like, why? Why did they make this? This is trash.
That's a good question, actually.
You were just like, why did this even come out? Why did I play this? Like, I wasted my time.
Well, looking at my home screen, I got quite a few of them on here that I don't play anymore. I mean, Spiritual Knights is like a little rinky-dink game that I used to play, but I don't know why I used to play that one because it was horrible.
Okay.
Maybe like, um, you ever play Valheim? It's actually good now, but I thought it was really bad when I first got it. Oh, I know Marauders. Marauders. That's the game. You ever play Marauders?
No, sir. What's Marauders about?
Man, it's like a
You sound so
Tarkov in
sad. You
space.
sound sad.
Because we had so much hype for that game for it to be so bad. It came out, it was just bad. But it was like a Tarkov in space type of thing, and it just didn't work.
What are some of the things when you're gaming that you're looking for in the game? Like, what is it like when you're playing it? What are you looking for in order for it to be appreciated by you?
By me, it has to be a worthy grind. Has to be a worthy grind. If I'm gonna spend days playing your game, which is the goal for a game maker, right? If I'm gonna spend days playing your game, you have to give me something rewarding to show my skill and the dedication I put into the game, you know? So something I can either skin a gun, gear, loot, whatever it may be, it has to be something worth it, something worth the grind, something people can't pay for, you know?
What are you afraid of as a streamer?
Um,
Like, what's a good fear? A couple of fears you're streaming. What are some fears that come over you that you hope never happen, or maybe they have? What are some fears from your point of view as a streamer?
I just don't want to seem like a jerk on stream. Really, like when people come in and they talk to you and you're rude to them, or like I've seen people get banned and stuff for just for miscommunications, and you know, like they're trying to ask questions or something, and the guy's like real rude and stuff. So I just don't want to seem like I don't want my personality to be misconstrued.
Okay. And you've seen this behavior before, right? And kind of disgusting. I think that's a real horrible thing to do to people. Um, what's the best thing about your stream in your opinion? As of now, we're not saying down the line. As of right now, at this moment, what's the best thing about your stream?
I mean, you get one-on-one time with me.
Hey,
You're gonna
okay.
get a lot of one-on-one time with me. So you want to ask any questions? You want to talk to me? You want to come get to know me at all? I'm free. I'm answering all questions. I'm in the stream. Nobody's normally there, so get a lot of one-on-one time.
All right, nothing wrong with that. If you could
For sure.
collab, if you could honestly collab, the person's gonna come to your house and sit with you on stream, who would that person be? Could be anybody, celebrity, past, present. Who would you want to sit next to you while you're streaming? To stream with you.
Like, famous streamer. Mm, man, Kobe.
Okay.
Kobe
Hey,
Bryant.
hey, there's nothing wrong with it. Kobe Bryant. Hey, he's a GOAT.
What up,
I
Kobe?
mean, Kobe Bryant did it. I live in
Oh no. Can I get two? Bob Marley. Bob Marley.
all right. You over here necromancing, sir. Fine. Might as well give me one more. Who else that isn't still here? Over here using your
Somebody
after you
still
played
here? J. Cole. J. Cole
after
can pull up.
after you fucking played Magic the Gathering, now you're using necromancy to fucking pull up the dead. All right, all right. And then you
Bringing them
said
back
J.
from the
Cole.
dead.
Um,
Yeah, if I had to go alive, J. Cole.
so on a quiet evening for yourself, what are some of the things that you like to do? Like when you're not streaming, it's just you, you're gonna vibe by yourself. What are some of the things that you like to do that keeps your peace?
Watch TV, chill, read my Bible,
Okay.
watch One Piece. Whenever I just put it on in the background and do stuff, and it just chill vibes.
Okay.
I just
Fair
like to
enough.
chill and hang out, man. Smoke.
Okay. Religious man, I
Uh,
see, huh?
yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Did you just started doing religion or has it always been a part of your life?
Was always been a part of my life. When we always get to having fun and straying away during our fun years, But I got back on track,
Okay.
trying to get back right.
Fair enough. Okay, so let's fast forward a little bit. By the end of the year, how many games do you project that you will have played individually?
By the end of the year,
Yeah, how many games do you think you're going to be able to play total wise?
depending on if the betas actually drop when they say, I should be playing quite a few. Like I've signed up for at least like 6 or 7 betas that are supposed to be this year. And I know there's a few games coming out this year. I'll probably play like Madden and 2K. So at least like 10 to 15 games for sure.
Okay. In your opinion, with the way games are always developed, and some of them have some longevity, like Madden, right? We have games that come out once a year, every 2 years, and so on. What's the best game series you've ever played that has never just lost its touch since day one of you playing?
Zombies, Call of Duty Zombies. I can go back. I have Call of Duty Zombies on my computer right now. I can play that anytime, any day. It's always going to do the same thing.
So it's gonna make you feel good, right? Okay. Worst game series. What's the worst series ever put out, in your opinion?
Mm, I was not a fan of Ratchet and Clank.
All right, this concludes this interview, sir. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I don't think it's the worst, of all time, but I think it's the worst I've played. That's
It's
what I
the
gotta say. Yeah, the worst I've played.
that hey, it's all about your opinion, right? Now we're gonna get into something a little controversial that I always seem to always ask everybody. Who does it better, Marvel or DC?
Marvel. I love Marvel. And my brother will argue this all day with you, but I love Marvel.
What is it about Marvel that draws you to it?
Their movies, their live action movies. I mean, the comics and the heroes are all cool. All the powers and how wide Marvel is, broad it is. But
Okay, well then good. Answer me this, since you've watched the movies, right? You also seen the TV series as well?
yes.
Okay, so answer me this. How come Hawkeye is garbage?
Oh man, I
Yeah, why
think
why is not only Hawkeye cinematically trash, why is the guy who plays him trash?
I I
I'll
don't
wait.
know what to say.
I
I
mean,
mean,
let's
Hawkeye as a
face it. Let's
character, I think he's very good with his bow. But like other than that,
You got to run out of arrows sometime, my friend.
yeah, yeah. But you seen the way he did the little no look. He pulled the Curry shot. He didn't even look.
Okay. Okay, so the no curry, no look shot, right? That's fantastic. But I remember in another movie, he got overpowered at the beginning and became this mindless person who was
Oh
controlled.
yeah, man.
So,
He's a piece of work.
yeah. So I'm just trying to understand, why is he the worst? You know what I mean? So I just thought I'd ask someone who loves Marvel in general. Now,
Mm,
who's your favorite Marvel character cinematically?
oh, Hulk and Wolverine. Wolverine's Marvel technically, so Wolverine
What do
first,
you mean
and then Hulk.
technically? Not technically. He is Marvel
He
in
is.
general.
He is.
How
He
dare you,
is.
sir?
Because I was in the movies, they're all separate, but they're combining now. So yeah,
Yeah.
he's definitely probably my favorite superhero in Marvel.
Okay, so you like Wolverine. Um, let me ask you this. Out of all the cinematic movies that you did see for Marvel, which one's hands down your favorite? And we're talking about the MCU, the ones that are already that connect to each other. Which one did you enjoy the most?
Mm, probably Endgame.
Okay, so what about Endgame that did it for you? Like, what was it like? Was it the fighting scenes? Was it
It
the
was
dialect?
the it was the war at the end of the. Wait, no, that's Infinity War. Yeah, maybe Infinity War. I take it back. Infinity, whichever. No, that's Endgame. That is Endgame because they all came back in the portals at the end when Cap was like, they was like on your left, and then they all just came out the portals, bro. That was like the hardest scene ever.
Did you see
Cap
it in
just stood
theaters?
there.
Did you see it in
Yeah, I
theaters?
saw it in
Did
theaters.
you
I saw
shout
it,
like everyone else
definitely.
did?
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
that was annoying as hell.
Stood
Couldn't
up.
enjoy the
Oh, went
movie,
on.
sir.
Stood up. I'm sorry. I was excited, man. It was too
I was
hype.
like,
Too
"Can you
hype of
guys
a
all
scene.
keep it down? We get it." No, I was kidding. It was a good scene. I saw it when it was the day before it released. Usually, sometimes I do that the night before the midnight showing
hmm
thing. So that's everybody was loud. My God, you super fans are crazy.
Yeah, we love that Marvel, man. Do you like Justice League or Marvel?
I'm gonna have to go with neither, my good sir.
Dang.
I like Marvel's superheroes and I like DC's villains.
Okay. Okay.
Why? Where
I
are we going
respect
with
that.
this?
I was just making sure because
Oh,
like
you
that.
was just ask. Oh, you interviewing me? That's no, no, no,
I like to see,
no.
what I'm saying, who I'm
Okay.
talking to, what your opinion is too
You can
sometimes.
you set up an interview with me later for another
I
day,
got
and you
you.
can interview me. Okay, it's about you. All
Facts,
right. Since you
facts.
want to talk about comic books, why? What's the worst thing about Batman?
Mm, like he has no powers, of course.
Okay, so no powers for Batman.
As if he did, he'd be overpowered.
Really? You don't think he's overpowered now?
I don't think he's right where he needs to be because he's human. So if he had Flash's speed, he'd be unstoppable. If he had Superman's strength, he'd be unstoppable. If he
Okay.
had, if he had anybody's power, I think that's his biggest debuff.
But then I raised the question, if that's the case, then how come he can beat every one of them?
He can, he can, he
So
can.
isn't he already OP?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he doesn't have any weaknesses for real. So
Oh, he does. Oh, he does. I'm just asking you. Look, we can get into this another day. But I wanted to know, in your opinion, what makes him like the worst. That's all. I always like to ask everyone that Batman question because I always get different answers. So you say because he has no powers, he's just not at his best.
I still think he's really strong though. No, hands down, like best fighter.
He's the best fighter. Okay. All right. Now let's move on to a little bit more about you. Like growing up, right? Military family, you've traveled a little bit. What are some of the things that you've learned up to this point that you cherish and live by?
First, family second. I'll stand on my loyalty to the ones I care about. I don't lie, cheat, steal from them. Stuff like that. There's a lot of negative in this world that's going on. I just try to make sure that I'm not one of the ones putting more negative into it.
Okay. What's the worst thing about you?
Um, talk a lot. I get really angry. I scare myself sometimes, but working on that and working on that. But yeah, that's probably my biggest thing.
Okay. What's a misconception people get about you until they know you?
But I'm probably arrogant, and it's like the exact opposite. Like a lot of people always just assume that I'm cocky or something. I'm not. I promise you, I'm not far from it. Humble, if anything.
If you could right now be anywhere on this planet, where would it be?
An island somewhere by myself or with my family, just chilling, enjoying life in
Okay,
my own house, my own fruit.
fair enough. What's the grossest thing you've ever eaten?
Grapefruit. I hate grapefruit.
This interview is over yet again. What? You don't
I
like
do
the
not like
grapefruit?
grapefruit. It's so nasty. No, coconut. Coconut's worse.
Okay, now we can't
I
even be
don't like
friends in real
coconut.
life. You don't like coconut?
Like the real coconut, like with the little flakes and stuff. Like I can't eat the
What?
flakes, bro.
We
Like
both look damn near alike and you don't like coconut?
I don't know. I like coconut drinks, like coconut milk, whatever. Like it's cool, but like when you give out those little flakes, bro, I just don't like the
It's
flakes.
the
I don't know
texture.
why.
It's the texture of
It
coconut.
probably it's probably
Okay, all
why.
right. Fair enough. I mean, I can't hate you for being honest, but I can still hate you in my heart. It's fine.
It's not. It's about there with coleslaw too. I hope you don't like coleslaw. No, no, no,
Only
no, 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 no,
I
no. I
only
know
like
one
one
worse than
type of
all of them.
coleslaw. Hold on, there's only one type of coleslaw that I like, and that's pineapple slaw, and not everybody can make it. So I'll just leave you with that.
Pineapple
Pineapple
slaw.
slaws, yeah, pineapple slaw is better than any slaw out there. I promise you, and it goes good
I have to try
on
that.
everything. It goes. I'm telling you now, it's the best thing to put on barbecue. Pineapple slaw.
Pineapple slaw. I
Yeah,
have to
one day
try that.
ask me, I'll make it.
Chitlins though. I was about to say chitlins. They were
Oh, I
horrible.
can't eat chitlins, sir.
Nah,
Chitlins, I
horrible.
mean, no thank you. No thank you. Grew up with it. No thank you. Chitlins, okay. Um, do you enjoy desserts, my good sir? Sweets? Do you like sweets?
Oh, absolutely. I have a sweet tooth
Okay,
from hell.
what's the addiction to? I gotta know. What are you addicted to? Like what's that sweet that you see you gotta have it?
Um, or sour candy, like sour gummies.
Okay, okay.
Sour
My man,
gummies, like.
you back in the family. All right. All right.
I walk into the store, man. I gotta grab a pack of something sour, some sour Starburst, Skittles, something. Man, it don't even matter. They're all good to me.
I want you to take this moment right now and look at the camera. Sit up nice and straight for me, and I want you to use a nice big voice. I want you to go ahead and leave a message to all your friends that have been with you since childhood that you would like to leave for them in this video. Take it away.
Message for 'em. Keep keep riding with me. We're gonna get there eventually. Our stream gonna jump off, and once I get set up with my stream, I'll be able to help all my friends, all of you guys. And I'll be able to help you guys set your streams up and get them started like my man did for me.
All right, we're gonna redo this. I think you misunderstood what I was asking, and for you to fail at the assignment, so miserable, my good sir. What I'm saying is, okay, we both
Mhm.
are aware that you're leaving this video, right? You're in this video. You're gonna leave it up for a lifetime, right? And one day, everyone's gonna reflect and go back to this video, right? I want you to leave a message to them from the heart, like you're leaving them a message. Not like what's about to happen. They're going to ride with you regardless, right? We're talking about a message from the heart that you would like to leave to your friends that have been with you from jump. Does that make sense?
So like I appreciate y'all for
Yeah,
always having my back, sticking with me,
yeah, something like that. We're
putting
gonna, but I want you to take a moment, deep breath, and then deliver it with the confidence, like you mean it, sir. Okay,
for sure, for sure.
you ready? Whenever you're ready, take it away.
To all my homies, man, that's watching this, that are gonna watch this, love y'all, man. Y'all been with me since I was a kid. Y'all always had my back, always had y'all back. We gonna die that way, bro. Together.
Fair enough. Now you understand the assignment, right? Now it's a little bit easier to do that, right? Now that you understand with the conviction of saying something and you mean it, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now one to your family. Take it away.
Mm. I love y'all. My mom, grandparents, dad, siblings. Man, y'all know how much I love y'all, man. Words couldn't even describe it. Without y'all, they wouldn't even know where I'd be. So, big shout out to y'all.
Fair enough. As you've been streaming and you're kind of like going through this, like still growing, has any of your family caught you streaming at all?
Definitely, they pop in here. They pop in here every now and then. They're
No.
busy and they on the East Coast, so 3 hours after. So stuff like this they couldn't watch, but normally they can jump in there every now and then whenever they want.
Nice, nice. Have they left you any nice messages about what you're doing? Like it's been inspirational.
My grandma did. She was talking to me one time, telling me good job and stuff like that.
That's actually pretty cool, man. That's actually cool. Not I don't run into a lot of people where their grandparents jump in while they're streaming to be like, "That's my grandbaby."
That's my grandbaby.
That's my grandbaby. Go on with your bad self. Watch out. There's zombies over there, child.
Sound
Nice.
about right.
That sounds about right. Okay. Um, what's the coolest thing about living in Vegas in your opinion versus anywhere else you have lived?
Mm, city's
Now,
never
now don't
asleep.
say the heat because I like the heat. So we leave the heat alone.
The heat I can deal with. I'm from the South, so it's hot out there, but the city's never asleep. Like, dog, you could look out the window and just see the highway right there, and they're just always on the highway. Like, it's crazy. They're driving down the street, loud cars driving down the street right here behind my house. Like, I mean, city's never asleep, man. It's always
Nice.
open. Stuff's
What's
always open.
what's some of the places that you visit that you enjoy visiting here in Vegas?
The pools to counter that heat. That's probably I go to the pool at least twice a week.
Okay.
I love that. I mean, dispensary.
Of course, you gotta
I
love the
like
green.
trying all the different dispensaries, man. They're unique out here. They got some cool ones. They got some cool ones.
Do you prefer plant or edible?
Plants, definitely flower. Got to get the effect. I mean, the edibles do the job, but it's not the same. It's not. It's like more of a whole body type of thing.
Okay,
But
okay. Now, we're getting close to the end of this interview, and I have just a few more questions for you, and then a special thing for you to do at the very end. So I'm just getting you prepared for that as well. Okay, just letting you know. What scares you?
right. But aside from being a God fearing man, the ocean. I don't. That's probably my biggest fear is being stranded in the ocean, bro. Like
We
I
have a
cannot.
lot in common, my friend. We do.
I will not get on a cruise. Like I refuse. I refuse, dog.
You
My
know what it
grandma
is?
tried to take me out there. Can't do it.
It's because you can't see below you.
That's the biggest part too. That's the
Yeah.
biggest part. You just stranded and you don't even know what's right below you. Like it just goes down and down and down, bro. Like I can't.
Did fun fact, did you hear what happened in New Zealand recently?
No, I didn't.
They found another part of the ocean that they've never explored, and 100 new creatures are down there. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
they need
sure a
to leave them
kaiju is
down
going to
there.
happen at some point.
Right. Godzilla's coming.
Hey, I'm with it. I am
What?
literally with it. What's the greatest thing you have ever seen in your life that you wish they brought back?
Ever seen in my life that's not here anymore?
Yep. Something from your childhood. Maybe you saw it last year and you're like, oh, they don't sell that no more, or that doesn't exist anymore. Something along those lines. It could be food. It could be anything. It could
Mm,
be anything.
that's a good question. Mm, Probably a video game. The Cycle Frontier. I put over 1,000 hours into that game, and like had so much fun with the people I met people I played the game with, they died because of cheaters, and the developers didn't want to put in any more money into it, so they just let it go and they
Damn.
turned the servers off. We had so much fun, man. So many hours got put into that game. Had 1,000 hours within the small amount of time the game was out too. It was crazy.
Is that like the worst feeling ever when a game ceased to exist?
Yeah,
I've seen people make those dedicated videos where like I guess a server would be shutting down and like their whole group shows up to a focal point live and then they watch the game disintegrate and close off. Like I've seen things like
yeah.
that. Have you been a part of any of those type of things?
It was we played the game on the last day. It was a bunch of people in the Discord, the public Discord. Everybody just going in, having fun, just doing crazy stuff. And as the game shut down, we all just couldn't play anymore. It was sad, but it was cool.
All
I
right.
mean, we got to enjoy one last day of playing the game, so it was cool.
All right. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a chance to look at the camera and tell everyone who's watching this why they should watch you, why they should support you, where they can find you. I mean, I want you to sell it, my man. You gotta sell it. I wanna feel it. Whenever you're
Well,
ready.
well, if I had to say, I would say join my stream. Come watch us. Come watch us hang, or come listen to us hang out. Watch me play. My guys are always in the core. We're having a good time. We're laughing, playing, joking. You know, it's a family in there. We got a lot of guys joining up randomly, females as well. They're joining our Discord, man. Just, if you want to be a part of something or like a small little Discord family, come join up. We'll have a lot of fun in there. Play the game with us, stream with us, anything.
Okay. Now, this is the part I wanted to wait because I know it's gonna put a smile on your face. I know it is, right? But at the end of this video, because we're now at the end, I want you to leave a wonderful message from the heart to your daughter. I know she's gonna watch this, my guy, down the line. You know what I mean? And I've seen
Yeah,
a lot of the stuff you post,
probably see
and
this.
I know I've seen her. It's beautiful. Matter of fact, she was in the vehicle the day I met you. So I know, like, I watch you. That's why we're friends.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I know. I wanted to save this last part for her. Whenever you're ready, you do what you got to do.
Mm, Aaliyah, my baby, thanks for being here and always having that smile on your face that you do. Always being in good spirits. Because without you, when I'm not in my good spirits, I wouldn't be able to come out of that. When I'm down at my lowest, you bring me out of my low with that smile. So thanks for always being around, smiling.
You could possibly throw in an I love you,
Oh,
just a
I love.
suggestion. I'm waiting. I'm like,
I'm sorry.
I get it. I get it. He's choked up. My man's is
I,
choked up. Pac-Man
I
is feeling
just
it. And then I'm waiting for it. And then I'm like, oh,
I'm
he
not
needs
good
a
at
little
this kind
nudge.
of stuff, man. I never did stuff like this, so I don't know.
No,
But
that's what you're
I
supposed to
appreciate that.
do. This is going to be the greatest thing I've ever done. This will be my favorite interview. I'll be like, yeah, he was on here. I remember Pac-Man. Yeah, I know he's famous now. We're not friends anymore, but check out this interview that we
Nah,
did when he was
nah,
at the bottom. And look how he doesn't like his daughter. Like,
nah, nah, man. It'll be cool. Don't worry. If I ever do blow up, man, they gonna know who did it. They gonna know who set it up. Don't trip.
nah, you're all good, man. This has been fun. Now, is there anything else? Like, since you already asked me a question, right? I'm gonna let you get one more in that you may want to know a little nerdiness of it, and you can ask me that right now. And
Favorite
then
game.
I'm probably gonna hurt your feelings with the answer.
Favorite game and worst game.
Favorite game? Oh, that's easy. Star Ocean, Second Story, PlayStation 2, still have it. Worst game? Not even gonna lie. Anything Crash Bandicoot.
Oh no, not Crash. Not Crash. I spent hours in Crash.
Crash is
Crash
such a
Bash, Crash Tag Team
mediocre
Racing.
game. It's so remedial.
That's why you like Ratchet and Clank. That's
Oh, I don't
why.
like that game either. I
Oh,
was just
okay,
giving
okay.
you a hard time about it.
Okay,
Never
okay,
like
that makes
Ratchet and
sense.
Clank. Never like Crash Bandicoot. I'm an RPGer.
Makes sense. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
whenever I know we're recording, whenever you come over, you'll see what type of room this is, and you'll see all the nostalgia. So I still have all my games. Hell, I still have the PlayStation 2 VCR brick still working. It's
Damn.
never been serviced ever.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah, but if I
That's
had to say
old.
best series, Kingdom Hearts, baby.
That's Kingdom Hearts is a good game. I can
Yeah.
respect that. I can respect that.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you for being here and enjoying this time. All of his links will be located at the bottom of this video in the description area. Mr. Pakkmann, I'd like to say thank you for your time and let me get to know you as you are going to be. Let me say it now. Going to be a rising streamer. Doesn't even matter what platform you're going to be on. I already know. All right. So I'll be able to reflect
Yeah.
on this as I'm someone who will be bitter that you moved on and we're not friends because you made it and you're super famous. And I'll just be like, whatever, dude. That type of attitude, I'll still be proud of you, Mike.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
You know how it's gonna be.
Oh yeah. All right, guys. I appreciate you. And until next time, cheers.